Okay, well, we've got some very sophisticated online tools. I don't completely understand how they work, but I know our people do.
That's a great thing about having great people,
It
right?
is. It is a great thing about having great people. What happens is that we gather information, sometimes through surveys. Other times we import data that comes into it, and it all goes into our automated system, which gives our clients and our other partners access to the information, and it organizes it very simply for them, so they can go in and look at different segments. They can understand where the gaps are, where the differences are, and set some action plans in motion on those particular ones.
For about 5 years, we've been talking about ways to automate this, right?
Absolutely.
Where are we?
Well, we've just developed a platform for
See,
it.
great thing about live interview, he had no idea I was going to ask that question, right?
Well, I mean, that's a great.
Where are we?
Well, our technology's been used for so many different things. I mean, the Heart and Stroke Foundation uses it for all their e-tools. We've just created an amazing site in conjunction with a little tiny group out of Toronto called the Mood Disorders Association. And it's all about people with depression, anxiety, bipolar, et cetera. And it's become a bit of a mission for us. A lot of my people have given a huge amount of their time because they had a much bigger vision and a budget, as you're aware. And it's all about, and it's mymentalhealthmap.com, and it's a great spot. And
mymentalhealthmap.com.
MAP is an MAP, that's correct. And what we've done is we've developed a fully integrated platform to teach people and give them the opportunity of putting information in, keeping a record of their ongoing progress, and sharing that with others, whether it be publicly or in a smaller environment, and to actually track the causal effect of different activities that they can take. And to help themselves along that journey. And we see that as a perfect platform for What's My Purpose because of the inspiration that comes with it, but also the ability to track the results over time and to give you and your folks the opportunity of saying, here's some trends that we're seeing with large numbers of people to help focus some of the thinking in some of the other areas. So that'll be coming soon.
You know, I love that because with our huge, bold vision of one world living on purpose, we're going to have leverage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, through this technology, we believe that we'll be able to have the leverage, but at the same time, as Ed and Richard was talking, it's taking this journey is not a light at heart. It's a commitment. It's got you're having to look at your stuff, right?
Absolutely. It is fascinating how difficult the journey can be and how difficult it is not only for individuals but for organizations to look at things and say, I've got to do something a little bit differently than I was doing before. Yeah. And if I can have more information, I can do that.
Yeah.
And one of the other key components to this, Jim, that's going to help us take it to the broader audience is in online collaboration. I mean, Facebook has proved it, LinkedIn has proved it. Most of those particular components are, and I wouldn't say self-serving, but they are systems that they can communicate with. We've developed some tools and techniques to create greater collaboration and focus on particular problems. Because what we've learned is that businesses, organizations, households, they're really not that different even than a city. And one of the big breakdowns is that we live in a community, we live in a city, and there's so many disconnects within the city environment and within the business environment, and pulling that together to help everyone understand that our real purpose is to create a better world. It's to create a better place for us to live in. And most people really prefer collaboration and getting along than conflict and not. And the fact is, as you're growing things, there's more abundance for everybody, or at least the people that want to work for it.
We got to get another break in. We come back. I want to talk about cities, and you did a project recently. I think with city and elections. I mean, we got an election in the U.S. that's off and running.
Oh yes,
right,
I've been following it.
Yeah, I know. Okay. You're watching KYMB TV, Comcast Channel 19. We'll be right back after this message.
Are you looking for a clarity of purpose? Are you a recent college graduate, unemployed, an entrepreneur, or considering a career change? A business owner or employee struggling with performance issues? Classes are forming now for the worldwide phenomenon What's My Purpose Life Mastery Course 2.0. What's My Purpose Life Mastery Course 2.0 can help you define your goals and vision. Start living your life on purpose. Living on purpose is about joy. Living on purpose is about intention. Living on purpose is about personal transformation and continued growth. What's My Purpose Life Mastery Course 2.0 is a 12-week challenging course that helps you address finances, relationships, spiritual growth, physical and mental health. You will reclaim your personal power and get your life on track to attain true success. Classes are forming now for What's My Purpose Life Mastery Course 2.0. Learn more and register at whatsmypurpose.com. That's whatsmypurpose.com.
Okay, we're back with Wayne Clancy, and well, we've got a lot of stuff going on in the show today, and we thank you for being with us. And we're also streaming, as we do every week, at jlwcos.tv, and we're also on the radio today. And there's a lot of different ways that we are using technology to get the message out. Prior to the break, I asked you to tell us about this initiative that you use through the technology in elections and how that kind of shapes some different initiatives. Mm-hmm. So what is that?
Well, one of the things that occurred to us, is that especially all governments, but municipal governments, there tends to be a lot of fighting and disagreeing over things, and they tend to be centered around you're right and I'm wrong, and it's not about collaboration. And the amount of money that is spent in that area is mind-numbing. It really is. So that could be put to much better purposes if people actually looked for what is really important to the group. And I was kind of frustrated with that, and I started this little thing called the People's Mind. And then I met with Ian Percy and Chris Ward and helped to focus this on what's city possibilities, what's possible within a city by creating a mass collaboration in that area.
What did we do? Tell our audience exactly what that tool was. How did you reach out? What did you use?
Well, it's not live yet.
Okay.
We created what we call a city hierarchy of needs, which is very similar to Maslow's, but it's what a city needs. And there's certain foundational things that are required, things such as safety, education,
Right.
et cetera. And it goes up the channel up to things such as possibilities, prosperity, beauty within a city environment. And it occurred to us that having people in a city environment collaborate together to create a better environment works. Because what do? We elect a mayor, we elect a city council, they fight for 4 years, they can't really get much done, and then we go back into election mode, and most of the citizens will sit back and look and say, you guys fixed the problem. And in fact, they can't do it alone anyway, so it's not their fault. But if everybody was working together, 100,000 citizens giving 5 minutes is the equivalent of 35 years of somebody working full-time on something. So being able to tap into the citizens, understand their purpose, understand and help them understand how they can contribute in creating an environment for them to work together, that's what City Possibilities is all about. And Jim, it's not live yet, but we have a teaser, and I'd love to share more of it, and we're very close.
Do you have a website teaser?
Yes, if it's citypossibilities.com.
Okay, so there is a little teaser there.
There is.
How about your main business website for that?
Yes, it's the mindsuite.com.
Mindsuite.com.
And it's evolving too. We're going to be giving away
I saw that.
We're going to be giving away a lot of free tools because we think all businesses should have the ability to do that. So we're very close to having that launched as well. So there's two little things that are almost there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How, in all of your research, all your surveys, when you look at the data, does it reinforce the need?
Oh, absolutely.
Is that one of our biggest gaps? No purpose?
When there's a lack of understanding and when people don't feel that they're heard or that they're understood, that is the biggest area of frustration that we get back from employees, from customers, everywhere. And to be understood means for other people to understand your purpose and what you're trying to accomplish. And it really does fit in together because, that's the one thing that I hear over and over and over again. And people get frustrated with that. They get into an environment where they don't have a sense of purpose. And it's inherent in them. Because as human beings, I think most of us need to know that. Where are we going? What's our purpose? How can we contribute? Those are all the questions that people ask, and unfortunately, a lot of people start to lose that drive over a period of time, and revitalizing that in people and creating a little excitement around it. We create some small little initiatives, and it's amazing how excited people get because they're seeing an end result, and they're actually collaborating, working with people, rather than some of the conflict that we've all been grown up on.
Also, we got, just believe it or not, just a couple of minutes left in these segments. You, for years, did work for American Heart Association, right?
Heart and Stroke Foundation.
Heart and
yes.
Stroke Foundation. 1 minute or less, and what we do, we're just giving a lot of information. The mission of the show is to inspire and educate.
Yeah.
So, and I think sharing a little bit about that particular initiative would kind of pull all together for our audience to really understand that at the end of the day, you're using technology to help life be better.
Yes. So absolutely.
That's it.
We've been working with the Heart and Stroke Foundation for a long time now, I think close to 10 years.
Yeah.
And we've worked very closely with them on developing their e-tools.
Right.
And their e-tools actually help people understand their risk physically for heart attack, help them understand how to manage weight. And a big part of that is helping them understand how that will contribute to a better life for them. We're working with some amazing visionaries there, Ahmad, Sherry, Adele, Lee, just amazing people, really are. Very diversified, and it's hugely successful. We just hit 1.6 million visitors.
Really?
So it's pretty significant for it's for that type of a site. It's very significant.
Yeah. Well, the site once again is to health, stress, manage stress, right?
Yes.
Help to cut down on strokes. Better quality of life,
Yes.
and all that requires loving self. That's kind of important as well, right?
It is, absolutely.
Understanding self, make sure that we are on this journey of doing the things that bring us bliss and love. So we keep coming back, or we kind of circle the wagons here a little bit. We keep coming back to living that life on purpose. And go ahead.
If you're healthier, you can do that.
If you're healthier, you could do that, and and I couldn't agree with that more. And at the same time, what I say in our course, week in and week out, I want you to be able to have the financial abundance that you need to give you the freedom that you need in order to be able to make the choices that you need.
That's right.
Now that is a big deal. And I am very passionate about that, and I'm very passionate because when we look around and we look at all the poverty, and we look at all of the unemployment, we look at decisions being made. I mean, we have a mess, and I can't believe I used that word, but yeah, we have
It's
somewhat of a mess. And some of the things that we're doing, you flew from Toronto to be on this show today to show your commitment to get your message out, and we want to thank you for that. And the intent from today's show is to let people understand that there are some options, but they got to get on board in order to make a commitment to these options, right? Your website again?
It's themindsuite.com is the core one. Okay. There is citypossibilities.com, which has the teaser. And Reputation Means Revenue is one of our other businesses, and that's the one Ed is actually running for us. And it's all about reputation. It's got some pretty neat tools in it as well.
Stay on set. We got to get another break in, and you will be right back with a special guest as well. Join us on the phone. You're watching KYMB TV, Comcast Channel 19. We'll be right back after this message.
This segment is brought to you by Circle of Success, a dynamic, year-long intensive management and leadership development process designed to help individuals and organizations reach their goals quickly. A customized process addressing specific needs and identifying the critical opportunities particular to the individual and organization, with results measured in increased revenue, increased net profits, and increased equity. The Circle of Success, inspiring excellence in people. At jlwhiteinternational.com/circles.
Thank you. We're back, and really want to thank Wayne Clancy with all that wonderful knowledge and sharing the initiatives that he's doing. And Wayne's still on the set, so we'll get back to Wayne just before we go off air. But as I said in the show announcement at the beginning of the show, that we got some huge announcements that we're making today. And we have a person on the line that's been a very instrumental part of this upcoming announcement. About 6 years ago, Debbie, are you on the line? Debbie? Debbie?
Hello?
Yes, Debbie, you on the line? Can you hear me? Debbie?
I'm here. Can you hear me, Jim?
Yes, I can. Do you have audio, please?
I'm here. Can you hear me, Jim? Yes, I can.
Okay, we are having some audio. Debbie, can you call 831-375-1919, please? We got some feedback, and we need to get a clear audio. 831-375-1919, please. Okay, while we're getting reconnected there, we got a lot going on here for technology today. Okay. Okay, so we're waiting for Debbie Beaumont to call in that line. Okay. Debbie, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, don't know what we have, but anyway, welcome to the show. Thank you for taking the time to call in today.
Oh, I'm delighted to be here. You know I'd do anything for you, Jim.
I tell you, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. What I was about to share was some 5 years ago or 6 years ago, we had an opportunity to meet, and we did an interview, and then I started putting this manuscript together on this book, and you've been after me for 5 or 6 years. So when are you going to release the book? Is that somewhat accurate?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I pretty much every time we talk, I put a little plant and, be in your bonnet and say, when is that book going to come out? It's a true statement.
Yeah. Well, as I said in our email exchange, you've inspired me, and it's going to be a while, but that's what we wanted to share today. We're going to move ahead with that, and the significance of that is we're going to tie it into this One World on Purpose initiative that you also know that we've been talking about for years, and we are going to need everybody to support us in this initiative, and some of the things that we're going to be looking to do is to go around the world and kind of back alleys, if you will, get people that have compelling stories and tie my story together, tie your story together, Wayne's story together, and just absolutely compile this wonderful, wonderful film, which I hope will become just this huge piece for history to be able to people to go to. This is what we need to do for define and live on purpose, and hear some stories, and you get knocked down, you can get back up, and this is how. Here's some tools to do that. Does it all make sense?
Well, it all makes sense, and it's exactly why I wanted you to write your story to begin with, because I don't think there's any better story on the planet than your story about getting knocked down and coming back right up again, and which is the exact reason why I've been after you, because you have such a great story of courage over and over and over again. So I'm really excited that you're sharing it with the world.
Yeah, and thanks for your little kick in the backside.
More than once.
More than once. I appreciate that. So I just wanted you to be part of this announcement today. That's all.
Well, thank you. I'm very honored.
You just been a huge part of it, so I just wanted to be able to share, and that's where we're going, and I want to thank you for your friendship and for your encouragement on this project.
Well, thank you. And any part of that project that I can support, I'm very excited to do so.
Thank you, ma'am. Anything else you'd like to share? How's your programs going? I know you've got 10 Mindset. I had a guest on the show recently that actually watched our interview over and over and over and just loved 10 Mindset. So you got a progress report on 10 Mindset? Anything that you can go and give us a website for that?
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly go to 10mindset.com. But since we talked, it's really exploded, and it's gotten deeper and broader, and we're kicking butt. Got a bunch of people going through the program right now as we speak, and just after 3 classes are literally, it's changing their life. I mean, within hours. It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. So very excited about it. Really excited about it.
Well, I'm excited for you, and what I want our audience to really understand, you, Wayne, Ed, Richard, the world, I mean, it takes us all if we're going to influence 7 billion people, right?
Yeah, nothing like small goals, Jim. That's what I love about you.
Well, yeah.
That's why your story is so important, because you have such big visions and you make them happen.
Yeah. It's so that's it. And keep up the good work. And I really appreciate you. And thank you so much. And we'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thanks, Jim.
My pleasure. Mm-hmm. Debbie Burmont, everyone. What I want to do now is to play this clip, Manifest Anything. And I want you to really take a moment, get in the moment, and connect with the possibilities and understand what our message has been today, that it is about defining and then implementing and living a life on purpose. And there's many tools to help you do that. There's many wonderful experts in the field and the communication tools to help you on that journey. So I want to wrap the show up by looking at this, watching this wonderful clip again. So let's take a look at it, and we'll be right back with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to play some of that clip for you. Why? Because I wanted to connect to the heart and to the head and to let you know that everything is possible. There's tools, there's support, there's all sorts of great stuff that's available to you. I want to thank Wayne Clancy. If we can get Wayne back on camera. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Wayne, for sharing all this great. And we need to have you back on the show to drill down on this a little bit more from the technical side at some point in time. And we can do that remotely. You don't have to, so we'll talk about that. So I definitely want to have you back here as soon as you get that ready to launch, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Absolutely. I would welcome the opportunity, Jim. Thank
Okay,
you.
good. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching KYMB TV, Comcast Channel 19. I'll see you next Monday.
This has been Jim White's Circle of Success Show. Please visit our website, jlwcos.tv. Join us next time as Jim White brings it all together on Jim White's Circle of Success.